Hey babes, so right here, we're on a tennis course today because we are going to be doing a ankle weight workout. So I have two 20-pound ankle weights here that I will be using, and I do have my Go Crazy Kencher on, but when we start to work our core, we're going to take that off because you don't need anything that's going to be restricting your movements when you're trying to work your core and your abs and your obliques, okay? Noted. With that being said, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're stretched. Let's get it.
Alright you guys, so before we get started with our workout, of course we want to put on our ankle weights, and this is just a quick video demonstration of me showing you how to do so. But I also have some tips. You always want to make sure that you warm up before you stretch. This just helps to get the heart rate up and get that blood flowing throughout those muscles so that your muscles are more susceptible to contracting and relaxing. You also want to make sure that you're hydrated. The last thing you want is any type of muscle dehydration going on because that makes you more susceptible to muscle strains. Last but not least, you want to make sure that you're doing a weight that is manageable for you. If you have to start off with 5 or 10 pounds and then work your way up through progressive overload, start there to decrease the likelihood of you sustaining any injuries. So first up we have walking lunges. I do like to incorporate a kickback with my lunges just to put more emphasis on the glutes. With lunges, you want to make sure that you're focusing your weight on your heels and not shifting that weight toward your toes because that could cause knee problems because it puts a lot of pressure on that knee joint. With my workouts, a lot of times you'll see that I do them really slow and really controlled just because I want to focus and actually engage those muscles that I want to work. Also, you can do this video with me, or you could start it back over for 3 sets, or you can pause it in between each workout to complete the set. It's completely up to you. Next up, we have lateral lunges with a standing crunch. So with lateral lunges, it's very important that you get a footing that is comfortable for you. Some people do prefer that their foot is externally rotated outward, but me personally, I do prefer that my foot be facing straight just because it doesn't cause me any discomfort, any pain, and it's completely based off of preference. So it's all about what's comfortable for you and your body type and your frame. Also with the crunch, you want to make sure that you're actually engaging your core to get your leg up to your hands and not just throwing your weight around, okay? Do your workouts with a purpose. Make sure you're engaging the muscles you want to work and focus. Next up, we have standing kickbacks. I want you guys to pay close attention to this movement. I'm not just throwing the weight up or throwing my leg up. No, I'm actually squeezing the gluteal muscles to get that weight off of the ground. And if you pay even closer attention, you'll realize that I'm not just letting my leg fall back to the ground. I'm actually slowing that weight down to get activation on the way up and on the way down. This is what I mean by engaging those muscles and doing your workouts with a purpose. Next up, we have reverse kickback lunges. So like I said before, with lunges, you want to make sure that your weight is focused on your heel. Don't let your weight shift forward to your toes. Also, to thrust that weight up and actually get that weight off the ground, you need to be engaging your glutes. Squeeze the glutes. See the glutes, feel the glutes, work the glutes. If you want to work that muscle, you need to concentrate on actually engaging those muscles. So next up, we have the SUMO tiptoe pulse squats. So as you can see, I am in a wide stance, otherwise known as a sumo stance, and I'm squatting for 1, 2, 3. Then I'm coming up on my tiptoes, squeezing those calves, squeezing those glutes, and coming right back down into a pulse squat. Don't run from the burn. Make sure you do this movement slow and controlled, engaging those glutes, squeezing those calves. Next up, we have donkey kicks. So with this movement, you want to make sure that you're pushing through your heels and actually squeezing and engaging those glutes to thrust your leg behind you. But most importantly, you want to make sure that you're keeping a neutral spine, okay? You don't want to be arching your back every time you kick your leg up. No. The only thing that needs to be moving is your leg and your glutes to squeeze and engage and thrust that leg behind you. Next up, we have kickbacks. So just like before, you want to make sure that you're keeping your core engaged and your spine neutral, all right? Also, make sure that you're squeezing the glutes and actually engaging those glutes to produce that thrusting motion that you see that gets the weight off of the ground. Next up, you have fire hydrants. So as I said before, you want to keep a neutral spine. This means not leaning over to the side or throwing your body to get the weight off of the ground. Focus on engaging those core muscles to keep that midsection tight and actually engaging those glutes to get that weight off of the ground. Next up, we have single leg glute bridges. For some reason, after the 4th rep, my video freezes, but I want you guys to keep going. When performing the single leg glute bridges, you want to make sure that you're pushing your weight through your heels and engaging the hamstrings, gluteal muscles, and core to literally form a bridge with your body. Now, as my video resumes, I want you guys to pay close attention to how slow and controlled my movements are with this workout. Executing your workouts in this fashion will help to ensure that you're actually targeting the muscles that you want to target. Next up, we have plank step-ups. As you can see, I've removed my waist cincher as this is a core exercise. The goal is to bring each foot up as far as you can and plant it beside you while remaining in a plank position. Focus on keeping your core engaged, keeping your spine neutral, and making sure that your butt doesn't come up too high. Next, we have the side plank with knee tuck. Core stabilization is the key here. The goal is to bring your knee as far up to your elbow as possible while remaining in a side plank position. This exercise works great for targeting the abdomen, core, and oblique muscles. Congrats, warrior! You made it to the end of your workout. Be sure to stop by my website, www.gocrazyfitness.com, for all of your fitness, fitness plan, and fitness wear needs. Thank you!